Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, part 47, where I am sitting around a table with Oriana, Anna Henrietta, and of course Geralt, and we're talking about a stolen gem and about murders, and I don't trust Oriana. There, done.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Sounds like a lovely guy.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Okay. Also, what if she is the one blackmailing Detlef? Eh? I have nothing on that theory yet. It's just a feeling. Okay.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Would you say it feels like you're in the presence of a vampire? Would you? 'Cause I would.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Okay, I want to know why she was banished.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
The whole getting born at an inopportune time thing, that is actually, Geralt has run into that before, because Falca's story revolved around the same thing, that she was cursed. You might have actually heard about this already. I'm not sure if this is discussed in the game at all, but Falca's rebellion is a very, very bloody one, and it was also said that she was born under an inopportune moment, and that she was cursed, she was a monster, and so she eventually started acting like a monster, I suppose. And Geralt actually runs into, I think it's her daughter as well. I can't remember her name. I think it's something with an R. Yeah, I can't remember her name right now, but he runs into her in a village where he's now banished from. You might remember that because he's named that every so often, which is Blaviken. And Geralt is named the Butcher of Blaviken because in Blaviken he butchers a bunch of people. What's his name? Rinfrey or something? Let's go. Okay, this is going to annoy me. I'm going to have to look this up after I'm done with this. But this daughter, I think it's the daughter of Falca, comes to Blaviken and they're looking for a wizard. And the wizard is in a tower in Blaviken, and basically she says, you have to come out. If you don't come out, we're going to murder the entire city. Like, well, it's a small village, obviously, but she says, we're going to murder everyone. And Geralt tries to tell her not to do that. And she doesn't listen, of course, and then they have a little talk about this whole Black Moon theory as well, and she asks Geralt if he believes in it, just like Anna Henrietta now asked him, is there a truth to it? And Geralt doesn't believe in it then either. And she seems really tough and strong and I don't care about anything, but then she asks him and she seems vulnerable, like she doesn't want to believe in it, but because people have always told her this is what you are, she starts to act that way because it's what people expect of her, and then if she shows any weakness then she gets punished for it. And then the day of the market is the day that she gave that wizard the last chance, like, you come out now or we kill everyone. They go to the market and Geralt decides he can't let that happen. And he kills her entire squad. She has a few people with her and Geralt kills all of them. And then eventually kills her as well. And before she dies, I think it's her or it's her team, but I'm pretty sure it's her, tells him she wasn't gonna kill anyone. She wasn't gonna do it. But Geralt just assumed, just like everyone else, that she is cold-hearted enough to do that, and he kills her. Whereas Geralt doesn't really kill innocents, but at that moment in time, because of this, I'm not sure if you could call it because of the prejudice, he believes that she would do that, and he kills her. And everyone is really shocked, and obviously he was doing it to help them, but at that point he becomes the Butcher of Blaviken, and there's blood everywhere, and they tell him that never come back again. Never come back. And Geralt's really confused with that entire situation because he doesn't know what to think. It's actually a really sad bit of story there. Now you know about the moon. The curse, technically it is a curse because people make it a curse. Okay, I'll stop being really depressing now. I'm sorry. But the story's kind of depressing.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
But, I mean, she made Detlef do terrible things, if it is her. But I guess bringing her back to court would be kind of, I mean, it wouldn't really be the same thing, but... yeah, alright. Anna Henrietta can judge her, in that sense.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
I was right. I was right. She's a vampire. She's a vampire. Literally ages. Come on. Come on. You might have just said, oh, hi, this is Regis. This is Detlef. Hi, I'm a vampire too. Nice to meet you. Have a chat. She's a vampire.
Seem surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Is it so awkward?
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher,
And the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlef here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Rena.
What if Rena is actually also Sienna? No, that would be too far-fetched, wouldn't it? Maybe not. Yeah, it probably is, though. But maybe not. Let's keep our options open.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
I still like how I was right. It's a good feeling. I'm just saying.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm.
Always the birds, man. Always the birds. Game of Thrones and then Witcher. Everyone has birds.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Dettlaff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Dettlaff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Dettlaff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Dettlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this 2nd bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Dettlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
What did you chat about? That is a good question.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Wow. She is an excellent judge of character. Wow.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix' mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Long live Toussaint!
I at this point, right, I believe that it's either Sienna or Rena. Yes, I know, the kidnapped lady that is actually behind it all. Why would it be Rena? Why would she kidnap herself? Because
They say that I'm...
I don't know. Maybe she knows about Dettlaff. She knows that he cares for her. She knows what he's capable of. Maybe she's just using him for her own little schemes. It could be a thing.
Such extraordinary new...
I'm gonna do some side questing now though, because
Less.
I don't want to finish the game and then realize I didn't do all my questings. Because the side quests are amazing.
Reginald Aubrey has returned.
This guy's still shouting about the balls. Clearly. Arg, it's a witcher. The Tukol Camerlengo. Oh, isn't that just the guy who takes care of all the contracts? And that guy just will not shut up about his songs.
A witcher. That could only
It also seems like he's teleporting around, trying to follow me so he can sing where I am. Sorry, friend.
Fiddlesticks, this Greetings, knight. Much is said in Beauclair of your bravery and dedication. Thus you've secured a claim to compensation. A sign here, please.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Well, see you later.
Go in peace, fair knight.
Complete the contracts you took on from the Camerlengo. Wow, still have a lot of them to go. That is not the exit. That is a closet. That is classic mistake. Okay, let's see. Let's defeat people at fistfights then. Oh. Am I walking all the way back at this point? Or what is this? Where am I going? Scaring ladies, clearly. I should also check out my house again soon. Because everything is apparently now built. I'm sure there's more to make. I need to finish building my house, man, because otherwise Geralt has nowhere to sleep. Poor man. Hasn't even gotten the chance to test his new bed. Brings tears to your eyes.
How is it the Duchessa does not fear him as well?
What? What conversation people have.
A man of action, a man of valor. Are you not? Would you care to challenge still waters?
Sure, after I actually put on my proper gear again. Oh, you know what I still haven't done? I haven't found my upgrades, my armor upgrades. I should do that. I was going to go for cat as well. I should do that. Yeah, that should be my next goal after I beat the snot out of still waters.
Shall you face off against still waters? Shall you? Shall you?
Asking once is fine.
Like to know who I'm punching. This knight won't reveal his name or face. Won't say anything at all, not a word.
Rein in your curiosity, sir. A knightly vow is no idle promise. Still waters shall conceal both face and crest until such time as one defeats him. So, will you fight or not?
Okay, so that's today. Today he will reveal his face and crest.
I challenge you to a duel.
Oh, it's a woman. Okay.
Noble lords and virtuous ladies, another fight is soon to begin.
The Lady Still Waters. Really?
Come on, come closer.
Definitely a lady. Uppercut! I don't think I've done that one before. Ow! Can't roll out of the way that way.
Shut up and fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Witcher defeats the previously invincible Still Waters. And what about it was? Freed of his vow, the knight can now show his face.
Your blows are strong and true. My congratulations.
Thanks.
Have you naught to add? I'm a woman. No wry remarks?
What for? It's the 13th century. Nothing peculiar about it. Women own taverns, run farms, and Fight.
Will you not claim there was no honor in fighting a wench?
No. I'd expect to hear that from someone who was afraid to lose to a woman.
Now only Colossus stands between you and a chance at the Maestro. San Sebastian, that's where you should go. Look for the largest courtyard.
I do believe that Geralt just ran a "it's the current year" in a video game.
Terribly barbaric land.
Let's beat up Colossus and be done with it. Be the victor, be the champion, be the... I don't know what you really care about that. No one's gonna care. I'll still be that Witcher. I'll still be the freak. Bit of a dull shtick for Geralt, isn't it? Poor guy. I'd at least like to have a champion's belt, you know? Something you can wear. Or a champion's wolf mask. Champion's crown. Ooh. Wait, have I played this guy yet? There's a random salesman here. Hi.
A job is like a lady.
Welcome, Snow White. Wish to look over my goods?
Really, Snow White? No.
See ya.
You don't even play Gwent. Screw you. Not Snow White. Snow White was beautiful, I'm just saying. So, you got no one with this but yourself.
Witcher.
Yes, that's a Witcher. Everyone's still gasping at that. I don't know why. You flabby toot flap. That's not a name anyone uses. Also, they're not inside the ring. They're just kind of... What are you doing? Really?
Who dares challenge the mighty Colossus?
Are you okay?
Only by his speed. Who stands to perish?
Yeah, that's delicious. Yeah? Are you going to enter the ring at one point? No? No, of course not.
That could only mean trouble.
Okay, we will defeat Colossus in the next part. This is a really weird boxing ring. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next part.
You either drink with us or you're against us.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things. You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see. He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.